Am I muted still? Can you hear me now? Still muted. Still muted. Okay. No, I'm back. Yes. Fixed. Okay. Hell yeah. Welcome in. I had to give you guys a mute. We have to have one thing. We have to have like a sacrificial technical issue in order to have like an amazing stream because otherwise something that is unexpected is going to happen. But welcome in. I hope you guys are well. I've missed streaming. It's been a little while since I've streamed, but we should be good for today. I have a couple demos that we're going to play today. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do demos because there was a couple other games that have released that I thought looked really cool. But those are coming either in the form of streams or videos in the future. And to make up for some of the streams we missed this week, I'm thinking, hopefully, if everything goes smoothly, that we can maybe do some extra streams over the next couple days or like next week. But I want to say welcome in to Spriggy and Chuchi and Blinkry. And also Elsie and Solar. It's good to see you. The stream is now solar powered, as Pops would say. Okay, I think we're good. Getting all of the issues away at the start. Submitted more recommendations for me. Thank you very much. I'm really excited. The last episodes of Silent Hill Downpour should come out, and then we should be open for some more of the longer series on the channel. Silent Hill has been incredibly fun, but it's also been all of the games combined, like a very long running series on the channel. I know some people have mentioned like Silent Hill PT and everything else. If I can end up playing those, they're going to be like shorter videos as well. So I do love Silent Hill. I'm actually really excited for Silent Hill F, but that's not coming out until September. Is it September? Is it that close? Damn, time goes by fast. I remember thinking, oh, like we got like half a year until then, but September is not too far away. We're getting through summer and into the burr months. Which are fun because it's gonna be fall. Jess, welcome in. How's it going? Yeah, damn, that's close. I was like, maybe we're gonna need a refresher on Silent Hill or something. Maybe we could play Silent Hill before Silent Hill F comes out. But damn, that's actually really close. All right, well, we get to continue with it. And then guess what? Silent Hill the 1 remake is gonna be coming out probably in the next, probably not as soon, but so maybe somewhat soon. They don't have a release date for that yet, but they say that they're working on it. Blinkery, the reason I'm most excited is for fall is not only because it's spooky season and there's Halloween and it's really fun, but also because I just think that the weather is so much nicer when it's a little bit cooler. So I do like summer, but fall is just like, fall and spring tend to be like the perfect like transition seasons. I don't know. I like them. Thank you, Elsie. Yeah, I try and be cozy on Fridays because I feel like Fridays tend to be some of the cozier streams. And also if we end up doing, if there's like any cozy games, I'm like, because Friday's the later stream. It's like a little bit later time than the ones that I normally do. I think it's a good time to get cozy. So, oh my God, that is so true, Elsie. The mosquitoes, I've gotten bitten so many times this year. And I think it's because I been taking Ollie out. So like Ollie needs to go potty, obviously, and for walks and everything. So I've been going outside like a lot more because of that. And I've been getting bit too. So sometimes I'll just wear like a light long sleeve though. Although, have you guys ever gotten bitten? I don't know if these are spider bites through your clothes. That's the most annoying thing that could happen to you because it's like I wore pants in like scorching weather and I still got bit. Ollie is making me touch grass. Yes. Yes, basically. So, but I do think I've gotten a couple spider bites too. There's been a lot of spiders this year too. I probably noticed them more than the average person though, because I'm a little bit scared of spiders. Just a little bit. Spiders in games and everything, I do get really scared. seeing them in real life puts the fear of God in me. I don't know how to describe it. I'm like okay if I can forget that they're there. But like, I don't know, I've had a couple spiders like even in this room. And well, that's the spider roommate. That's where the origin of the spider roommate comes. So, pants mentioned, hell yeah. It's a pants stream. It's a pants stream today. Let me talk about the games. So, since we've caught up a little bit, the games that I have for you today, there are some demos and they're kind of like FNAF style in a way. The first one is called Phantom Playhouse, which I think actually it looks like it has some potential. And I wanted to play the demo. It is animatronics, so it does give off a lot of like, kind of like FNAF 4 vibes, but it also looks like it has some platforming in it. So it's got some, I don't know, the imagery looked really cool. So I'm excited about that. And then I also have one called The Light Switch. The shadow wants to play with you. It moves quickly and you have to find it. Be patient, but don't wait too long. Light will be your friend. Don't make the shadow angry. And it looks, I don't know, it does look like it's got some like look around and do things mechanics, which is the basis of FNAF. And then Tic Tac 12 o'clock. It's a survival horror game where we must stay alive for 5 nights in the abandoned Bluebird High School. So yeah, we've got some fun ones. But Phantom Playhouse is what we're starting with. Let me go ahead and switch over here really quick. Was that the bite of 87? I don't know what that animation just was, but we're working with it. Like spiders because they eat bugs you are scared of? What do you mean? Like centipedes and stuff? Or ants? Do they eat ants? Flies? I do think they also eat flies. There are some spiders, I've looked into different spiders. There are some spiders, well, apparently all but one, we talked about this on the last stream, I think. All but one spiders are venomous. It just depends on how bad of a reaction they have with humans or whatever. So like when you get bit, no matter what, you're like, it's gonna hurt in the one way, shape, or form. But yeah, but do centipedes bite? Maybe they do. I feel like I remember that. But I thought that they were like mostly harmless. But they are kind of freaky looking. They are a little bit freaky looking. You had to explain Five Nights at Freddy's to a mom at a store. Oh no. I feel like, listen though, Five Nights at Freddy's is 10 years old. I guess some of the like older parents, like older's moms, wouldn't get it. But like, I don't know. There's probably some original Five Nights at Freddy's fans that are like parents now. They're growing up. But yeah, I feel like Poppy Playtime, I remember when that game came out, people were talking about the stuffed animals would show up in like malls and things. And there was like news segments where they were like, this demonic character is being sold at, you know, the plushies are being sold, beware for kids. But that like the Poppy Playtime itself is like not demonic. It's just a horror game and it has, you know, mascot elements, which any of the mascot horror games, by the nature of it being like mascots, which are like the animatronics and everything. So I guess it just depends, but it's still a complicated topic to try to explain to anybody, especially if you have like no prior knowledge of gaming or Five Nights at Freddy's or anything. But the lore of Five Nights at Freddy's specifically gets pretty complicated. I'm gonna be honest, I know the basics of the lore. Like many years ago though, I was like, this is getting like my brain hurts from trying to think about all this. So I'm not like the game theorist on it. But Kleiser, welcome man, how's it going? 10 years is crazy. I can't believe how old the game is. Because I think when I started playing Five Nights at Freddy's before the FNAF movie, that was the first time I was like, wow, it has been that long since the game released. It's been a long time. There's like a lot of games like that where it's like, I don't know, Time just goes by fast. Okay. So, let's get started with this one. This is Phantom Playhouse. It says, this is a preview of a game and is still in development. It may contain bugs, performance issues, and content that will change in the future. If you're interested, you can purchase it on the Steam page or add it to your wish list. As always with the games we play, if it's a demo stream, there's probably going to be bugs or things like that are not perfect about the game. So we always keep that in mind. And thank developers for letting us have a fun experience and try the game before it comes out. So let's go ahead and get started. What are we talking about for our food discussion today? This game contains flashing lights that may trigger seizures. For the best possible experience, we have headphones. I have headphones. Hopefully I won't be too loud with the screams today. I'll sit back. I'll sit here. All right, I'm gonna go into the options really quick. I think we should be okay. Oh, no, you know what? I'm gonna turn up. I really like having like brightness in games. I don't know. There's so many times I start a game and I literally can't see anything. Night 2? What happened to, oh, is tutorial the night 1? Let's do tutorial. That outside looks totally fake. Okay. I can turn on the game. WSD to move. Oh, crap. Oh. Okay, so this really is FNAF. Oh, God. Oh, God, I don't like looking behind me. That scares me. There's freaking clowns here. So control. Oh, I wish it was spacebar for all of them. But that's okay. Okay, so this is spacebar. This is control. I gotta get it in my bones. That's the thing about any, like, not mascot horror game, but games with Five Nights at Freddy's kind of mechanics where you're stationary. Is like a big part of it is just understanding what? I can go under the bed? There's no sound? You guys can't hear oh. There we go. It's just gonna be the jump scares. There wasn't sound anyway, it was just kind of like a track until I got to the music. See, there's like there's some birds out there. Under the bed is hiding? It could be. Like if something shows up over here. I can't actually, okay, so control goes under the bed. Flick is for flashlight. Okay, I really just gotta get it in my bones, I think. Let's do the platforming, though. I have to go back down. Oh, there's 2 more here I missed. Level 1 completed. I had a feeling there should be sound. Your intuition was correct. I'm gonna try to fix that for next stream because when I have the... How do I jump up here? When I have the stream starting screen music, if I have the other audio on, it like doubles it, which is why sometimes the game audio isn't on when we start. Here we go. The triangle symbol. You mean the mouse here on the side, or is there another triangle on the thing? Seen a game just like this on Markiplier's channel? Is it perhaps called Five Nights at Freddy's? Or is it another game that I don't know about? I feel like he's the king of mascot horror. At the very least, Five Nights at Freddy. Hey Jay, how's it going? I can't like get up enough here. Maybe if I jump from here. There we go. So control is to hide. Damn, I have a feeling I'm gonna die. Existential dread in video games already. Where's the last bit? Oh, there we go. It blended in with background. Bite of 69. Nice. You never lose if you close the window before the lose screen shows up. That is such a pro tip, Elsie. You are so right. I don't know why I've never thought of that before. I never realized how much I used the S key in platforming. Okay. Is this an endless tutorial? I wonder. Oh, level completed. Well, we'll just keep going. I don't hear anything. I think because it's daylight, we're probably safe. Screen's getting a little glitchy. I can't tell if that's just because it's like an older game. Like they're emulating old platformers. Monitoring for scary monsters. And turning on the radio or playing with a musical toy to regain sanity. Ah. I don't know that I've seen that one. I'll have to check it out. Okay, here we go. Jess, I'm so excited for the FNAF movie. I'm so excited. And the fact that it's coming out in December this year, I'm like, damn, that's the perfect opportunity to just get cozy. I feel like movies hit different when it's like miserable to go outside. Although I guess December isn't the worst in terms of winter, but it's still like I don't know, the vibes of it are nice to get cozy. The movie itself I don't think is set in the winter time though. Doesn't seem like it. But either way, I'm very excited too. There's actually like a good amount of kind of video game movies that are coming out in the next couple of years, which I think is pretty exciting. We're playing as Mario's great-great-grandpa. I can't tell if the kid that we're playing as is a redhead or if their hat just has a red undertone. Hey, Nun, how's it going? Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Christmas is becoming the new Halloween. Like, it's just a more celebrated holiday. I'm kind of, I don't know, Halloween, I feel like I still have fun with it because I like cosplay and everything else. And it's an excuse to like do a cosplay and have something to look forward to for that. I know that there's things like cons and everything that you can go to as well to cosplay, but I don't know. It's just another excuse in the fall. Plus the vibes of the holiday are really cool. I've always enjoyed it. But I feel like Halloween, as it like traditionally was known for like trick-or-treating and all that kind of stuff, it's kind of like lost its luster in the past couple of years, which makes me a little bit sad that like kids aren't experiencing it the same way. I don't know if that's everywhere. I've seen people talking about Halloween like that. You know what I mean? Where it just doesn't have the same maybe level of community. Which I don't know. I always enjoyed Halloween. And when I was a kid, a big part of that did have to do with the fact that there was candy. But I also liked dressing up. I mean, I did theater, so I did theater and I like cosplay, so it's just like Halloween is like the introduction holiday to that. So more like Hallow Ben. It wasn't that bad of a joke, Jay. Oh, horror movies coming out during Christmas now? That is true. I feel like that might be something to like differentiate horror as well though. Because it's even like October tends to be full of releases for horror games, even if it's not specifically in Halloween. But I think that a lot of developers, it's like Friday the 13th. I think I mentioned this recently. There was a Five Nights at Freddy's game that came out on Friday the 13th, and I remember I was looking at my wish list and like scrolling through it. I was like, damn, there's a lot of games coming out on this day. And it was like the 13th of a month. And I looked and it was Friday the 13th. And I was like, oh, that's why. It's because like I play a lot of horror games. And so many developers are like, we'll release, this is the one Friday the 13th we can, we can release on. So I feel like it maybe has something to do with that, where it's like trying to get away from the month that other horror games are released, or horror movies are released. I don't know. Feels like your duty to love Halloween. The hyper obsession with Halloween? Like just making it, talking about it too much all the time. I guess I could see that. Oops. Should we, I think the demo is good. I'll do one more level and see if I can actually move forward with this, but I have a feeling, I think I got the mechanics. I think this is just to teach you about them. I know, this game is luring us into a false sense of security. I'm assuming because it's daytime in the game that we're not going to get. But I realized I was sitting here just chatting with you guys on Halloween, which I love, but also nothing was happening in the game. So yeah, I think that we're probably good for the demo. Or I mean not the demo, the trial game. Can I actually do anything though? Oh, escape, exit. Okay, so let's start with night 2 and see if we can do that. I don't know why we're starting on night 2, but we are. Hopefully we'll be okay. It's very ominous sounds. Okay. Significantly worse. Oh, freak. Okay, I gotta get it in my bones. What the freak? I panicked a lot. Okay, alright, let's restart. Let's restart. The mechanics don't let you, don't let you just choose which direction you have to go in. So if you go to the back, you have to move back to the front. You can't move to the side and then the front, which is why when I went to the side, I couldn't move back to the back. I don't know if that makes any sense. But damn, do you see that? It's spider eyes. We'll see if we survive. Admittedly, I'm not the best at these games. Control? Freak you. Solar, that's really funny, actually. You show up too fast! You show up too quickly! Dude, this is night 2! This is night 2! You're supposed to still have a break. I gotta breathe. Love for 20, it's really good to see you. Oh my god. Okay, no coffee. I have to move it away from me. I have spilled my coffee before on myself. I'm scared. Night 2 and it's nightmare mode? Exactly. I bet the developer was like, people have played 1,000 FNAF games before. They'll have these mechanics in their bones. Well, you haven't met me. Go away. How do I get rid of him in the closet? How do I get rid of the one in the closet? Guys, I need to go back and do the tutorial real quick. I like the designs, though. They do feel very Halloween. We were just talking about Halloween. Okay. Okay. Ooh. So control goes there. How do I get rid of you? Just by flashing you? There's no spacebar here. Control goes under the bed. Do I just need to go under the bed? But it also seems like under the bed is someplace that I need to check. See, because it's a flashlight there. Damn, there are a lot of places that we need to check, and they seem to show up quickly. Also, is there a reason that we need to turn off? It's not explaining to me how to get rid of the guy here. So we're gonna have to... You're gonna have to get jump scared a couple more times while we figure this out. If you point the light at it for long enough. We could try that. Let's try that next. The other two, I think it's control and close the thing, but considering the only thing we can do is a flashlight, I'm thinking it's either the flashlight, hide under the bed, or turn off the TV, or turn on the music box, which is why I'm saying we're probably gonna get jump scared a lot before we figure it out. That dog starts barking and you know stuff's about to go down. And it's me in my chair. I need better headphones, man. Hey, so I don't think that that's the answer. All right, let's try something. Let's try under the bed. I can't close it. The only two... There's a lot of jump scares. The only two buttons that I know are control and spacebar, is what they're telling me. And when I click, it just does the light. So that's what we're worried about. It's also midnight. What happens when you play video games at midnight? Your mom wasn't lying to you. You need sleep. No, you normally show up. Hold on. I'm trying hiding. Guys, I feel like the monsters show up a little too frequently. I don't know. What do you think? Okay, so I think when I hid, that didn't happen. But when I turned on the music, he went away. Also, I turned off the TV, so it's one of those two, I think. I gotta check under the bed, too. I feel like under the bed would be one of the... if there's, like, a surprise thing. He left after the TV, specifically. Okay. You know what we'll do specifically, then? Is that. When we'll turn the TV off. I really wish you could look to the sides. Why you guys all show up at once and then you don't show up again? They all show up at once. This is gonna be tough. This is just the demo, guys. This is gonna be tough. Playing the DS under the covers, exactly. And your mom comes in and you have to pretend you're asleep. It's like, no, I just fell asleep holding the DS. I don't know why it's on and why I'm suspiciously awake. Damn. I think the music plays for a little bit. That's what I'm assuming, at least. But the TV has to, I have to think the TV has to be something, because why else would you be able to turn it off? You know what I mean? That's what I'm wondering. Damn, I killed that. Is the dog a precursor to that guy? Probably difficulty turned up to give substance to the demo. I could see that. I could definitely see that. You all are gonna show up at once. The amount of focus this is gonna take. Yeah, this is the AI takeover. They just come for murder. I think the music attracts the guy in the back. And I think that's why I feel like they all come at once. Alieann Bot is still number one somehow. Alieann Bot, as far as I know, isn't AI. By the way, I think that's just the joke. But I think it's because the bot watches the stream in order to send the, like, timed messages we have. So I wish that there was a way you could just, like, take someone out of the rankings, like the bot. But I haven't figured that out. I know, just close the doors and the windows. Like, bro, come on. Maybe it's like summertime and it's really freaking hot. I just felt it in my bones. Do I have to beat a certain amount of levels? Oh, does an hour go by every time I beat a level? I figured out why you don't keep the radio on. It drains your battery really bad. I wish there was a little bit more of an audio cue for the side characters. Damn. Oh, crap. I keep hitting the wrong button. Damn. Whipley, welcome in. How's it going? You know what I need to get good at? In Five Nights at Freddy's, I remember you had to kind of game your timing. And literally a lot of what these games are is just getting it in your bones. Also, being able to see things kind of after your brain has processed them. It was too long since we had one. Wouldn't the radio wake the parents? I think theoretically, yes. I'm wasting way too much radio with this. Damn. I knew. I know you don't have to tell me my battery's bad. It's only 3 a.m. So it's not per level. Is it every 2 levels? I'm screwed. I don't think we're making it through night 1. Okay. You guys are making me laugh in chat, and I was sitting here so smug, prepared for the jump scare. Damn. Every level might be every half an hour. Is that how you get it through? I still don't quite know how it works. I'm gonna try it one more time. I think we get the gist of the mechanics, and I want to see if we can get to the end. But since we are doing multiple demos today, we might just do this and then move on to the next one. I have the mechanics in my bones now, so that's the good part. I have at least an idea of the mechanics. The guy at the front always, or at the back of us, always shows up first. Hey, welcome in. How's it going? The biggest thing I think we have to remember is to not turn on the radio and then go back. And what I mean by that is not to turn on the radio here and waste battery. So just use that as quickly as we can. damn. Oh, crap. Okay, it's still just 1 o'clock. But see, my question is why do we have to play the game at all then, if it doesn't increase the time? If the time literally does nothing, why am I wasting, like, energy doing it? Also, does the game itself drain my battery? Because it seems like power for the entire house goes out. The guy in the closet is definitely Freddy. I feel like he's got a foxy... This is exactly what I shouldn't do. Yeah, so that doesn't increase my time. So why play the game at all then? Because this game didn't have like it didn't have a explanation at the start. You know how some games tell you like what you gotta do? The tutorial just kind of showed you, which I like, but now I'm wondering how time goes by and why you have to play the game at all then. I'm just gonna keep the game off for right now. Clearing levels is still required, but only time passes the... I guess that could be true. I don't know why I turned on the music there. That was bad strategy. Something else away because of the TV light. I feel like it could be that for sure. An explanation would be nice. I really like the animation, though, I'm gonna be honest. I like the design in this game. It's really cool. I like the game mechanics, I just don't understand the point of it. Adam! Ah! Thank you very much for the 20. Yeah, to peek it briefly for the Scream Queens. Keep on screaming. Okay, I...
briefly for the Scream Queen. Keep on screaming. Speaking head emoji. Hopefully I'll be around more soon. Hope you're all well. Much love, heart hands emoji. Later,
yeah.
Victory hand emoji.
The text to speech works. Thank you very much, Adam. I really appreciate that. That is incredibly generous of you. Thank you for the kind words. I was actually screaming because of the game, but it worked out perfectly with your message. I guess it really is true that the Scream Queen. Oh my god. But there you go. You got two bonus streams. I think Adam is probably #1 in the leaderboards now. Damn. I know the game text-to-speech is actually a creepy voice effect in games. It does feel horrifying in its own way. I like this guy's petticoat, by the way. Is that what it's called? I know some people are like really good about historical clothing. I don't know the technical terms. Okay, that's enough to get him gone. So we really don't need a lot of music. This looks like candy. And it's like, I don't know, like the rock candy or whatever. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was a shorter run. It's gotta be timed, right? Wait, actually, let me go to the game page and make sure I didn't miss something. On the store page, if it explains it here. Survive the game's second night, encounter 3 active animatronics. So those are the animatronics we're seeing. 15 to 20 minutes of gameplay. 15 to 20 minutes? People can get this done in 15 to 20 minutes? It's been an hour! 15 to 20 minutes. All right, I'm obviously doing something wrong then. Yeah, there's no game mechanics here. I think the full game will elaborate on the mechanics. What I'm guessing is that each night a new animatronic is going to show up, and there's probably going to be one under the bed. My thing with this, and it actually doesn't bother me because with games, when you, especially games like this, when you first start playing them, they're not quite in your bones yet. That's the phrase that I use for it, where it's like you don't have the muscle memory and you have to play it a few times to be able to get it. But I will say the most difficult part of the mechanics for me right now are not being able to just turn 180. Like, you have to think about it extra, and it takes like an extra millisecond that I don't have in my brain. Like when you need to turn back and then back forward again in order to turn right and left. So it's harder to check everything. But I think that just contributes to the difficulty I'm assuming that the dev is going for with this game. Between 15 to 20 minutes before they give up. Before they get jump scared again. Alright, I really enjoyed this. I don't know if there's going to be an ending to this. But I'm assuming that it's just going to be this gameplay loop. And I also don't know if the full game is going to have any lore. I imagine it will because it's a mascot horror game kind of following FNAF. But I think I'm going to leave this here only for the sake of time because we have other demos that we want to check out today. But yeah, I could have sworn that second time I was playing for longer than... Was I playing longer than 20 minutes? I must have been close. It's got to be like a 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. cutoff. Maybe each level is like a quarter of an hour, half an hour. Okay, but I thought this was very fun. I just, for the sake of time, I want to check out the other demos also because I don't know how long they're going to be. So let's go ahead and quit that for now. And the next one that we will do is, let's do Light Switch. I think this is a good segue. I'm assuming this has similar mechanics. So we shall see. Not enough lore. I crave the lore. I know. I don't know. I feel like the gameplay is really fun in Five Nights at Freddy's games, but I also really enjoy a storyline with it. So I feel like some of the most fun games, like even one we played recently on stream with Who's at the Door, it took the anomaly hunting thing and it basically just added like an underlying story to it, and I thought it was pretty fun. Plus the jump scares really got me. Right click to turn on the light. Oh shit. I mean, crap. I started the game. Hold on. I didn't know I was starting the game. I thought it was settings or something. How did I end up here? All right, we're good. The light switch demo. Okay. So this is what I looked at. Right click to turn on the light, and then we have settings and everything. I'm gonna look at settings really quick. Difficulty normal, easy, more forgiving timeline, less punishing misclicks, hard, okay, let's do easy. Let's turn up the brightness. And I think we're good. Let's try it on easy. Let's try it on easy. I think that'd be fine. What a beautiful game. Well, it is called the light switch, so I feel like having the dark screen would have been something as well. All right, let's do it. Any dinosaur horror? No, but I've seen like shorts of people play. Is there a dinosaur horror game that people are playing? Because I feel like I saw something recently. I don't know if it's a demo, but I know there's some upcoming games I have. I just didn't know. I didn't think that there were any demos for that today. Oh, there's also 0 out of 3 endings. So, all right, let's right click to turn on the light. I want to play hide and seek. I'll hide, you find me. Oh, it's like hide and seek. No peeking until I'm done hiding. Don't keep me waiting. Okay, turn the light on and find me. Let's play. I don't like the breathing. I found you! What the? I'm sorry, what? Did I turn it on while he was moving? He got shy? What was that? Alright, let's try it again. I see you. I wanted to see if I could turn around the room. You're in the same spot. Where were you walking to? You're there. It's like a spot the difference game. I like the mechanics actually. It's really cool. So demure. He is like a dinosaur kind of though. He's salty because we found him early. Exactly. I think he's just like showing off his teeth. Hey, what the heck, dude? I feel like that's cheating. Easy is too easy. At least we're understanding the mechanics. We can do a normal run after this. It's also getting faster, though. You say easy is too easy, but I have a feeling. Still play? With the lightning! I don't get to control it this time. I'm scared. Scared of commitment. What did I do? Be better for me? Can you explain the rules? Can you explain the rules first, mister? I'm so scared. Okay, alright, we're doing it. Be better for me, toxic. I do think that the monster that is murdering us, I think, has pretty toxic tendencies. There we go. You can kind of freak. You can kind of hear which side. The demo. Oh, I did? Might see some events if you play again. Okay. Buy the full game, please. I thought this was actually really cool, though. No! That wasn't funny. That wasn't funny. That wasn't funny. You stress me out. I get enough stress. I play horror games every day. Alright, let's do normal. We'll see how this goes. We'll try doing normal, but they did say if you play again, you might see some different things. I think this is fascinating so far, actually, because even though it's got like a unique mechanic, plus there seems to be some sort of underlying kind of psychological horror thing going on, like family drama, but we'll see. All right, ready? After the title screen. No, they are gonna do that, aren't they? No, okay. I want to play hide and seek. I was scared there for a second. I'll hide, you find me. If it tells me that we can get even more scenes, we'll try hard mode after this. No peeking until I'm done hiding. But don't keep me waiting. Alright, turn the light on and find me. Too slow! Bitch, what? Let's try that again. But don't keep me wait. Okay, we got it, we got it, we got it. I picked games today where you really have to listen into the audio to know what's going on. Better. Got big girthy footsteps. Do we think it's a dinosaur or a demon in the form of a dinosaur? Damn. Leopard 20, thank you for the 2! The mini jump scare. Oh crap. Thank you very much. Hold on. I could do this. I can multitask. Multitasking queen. Oh, I couldn't hear. Okay. Alright, we made it to a new night. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Isn't that what we got before? Power went out? But we can still play. Alright, let's do it. And about turning on the lights was new in normal mode. Oh, really? Wouldn't they give you more hints in easy mode? Betcha, welcome in. It's good to see you. All right. Is this what you all wanted? More jump scare. Don't be sorry, be better. I'm trying. Oh, you mean the monster. I thought it was me. Hey, so... Did the game just crash or close? Did it just close on purpose? The question I always ask myself. It says, I want to play again. A game. The question I always ask myself when we play horror games, the problem is some games intentionally lock you out. Oh, I gotta start from the beginning. All right, let's do it. I just wanted to see if we got any different scenes, but I don't know. But don't keep me waiting. Whatever, Mr. Monster. Is it getting meta? That's the question you really have to ask yourself in horror games. But no peeking until I'm done. I get it, okay. But don't keep me waiting. Done! Easy. Get out of here. Here we go. Getting 3 times the usual screaming in today's stream. Solar, I think you're right. To be fair, Five Nights at Freddy's style games, which this one isn't exactly Five Nights at Freddy's, but it's still like Survive the Night style games, tend to have a lot of jump scares. But yeah, we did get the bulk deal today. Same old stream you know and love, but extra the screams. What was that? A car alarm? Oh. Aliens? Okay, we got the same scene here. Seeking the light. I think that could be part of it. The power went out. I'm also wondering, because we're in a kid's room, I don't know if we're playing as the kid or as one of the parents, but I feel like that has to come into the story as well, in one way, shape, or form. But we're getting so little of the cutscenes so far that unless we get a new... It wasn't your fault. Well, actually, that time it was, because I was talking and I wasn't listening. But if you're talking about in-game character me, then that gives us some lore. But that makes me think now that maybe the kid died or something. Yeah. And this is the grief. I wasn't ready. Neither was I. So we're even, I guess. Damn. Lena, welcome in. How's it going? Kia, welcome in. Where? Welcome in, Mr. Metzger. We made it, okay. So we still got the wedding. The demo. Am I in an attic? I don't know. New events. So I don't think events mean the cutscenes that we see. I have a feeling that that is set, but I think the events are like the car alarm on the outside or those sorts of things. I don't know if we need to play it another time because that felt very much like the one that we had done, but I like that. That was interesting. I feel like this game has a lot of potential to, because the story there, I like it when there's a little bit of like mystery in the game where you kind of have to figure out what's going on with it. We also have ending 0 of 3 still up here, but I don't know if that's, I mean, we finished the demo, so I'm assuming that these endings are going to be in the full game and not for the demo. Because I didn't see anything like secret. We gotta beat hard mode. We'll try it. And then we'll do the last demo. I gotta focus though, so I'm gonna be, because this game has the audio. Let's try it. Don't keep me waiting. Monster's a diva. Done. Easy. I'm scared. Okay. Done. What are these sound effects I'm hearing? There we go. So much is happening! Oh no! Left for 20, thank you! Oh crap! Oh, you screwed me! Oh my god! hear anything. Why did I have to pick such a beat-heavy song that sounds like footsteps? Oh my god, thank you very much, Left for 20. But also, that was mean. I really appreciate it. That was very funny. Oh my god, we still did it though. We still, high five, hell yeah. Thank you very much. And welcome into the Alieanniverse. I know. Okay. We gotta do it one more time. This is the hard mode because we have only got the flashlight. Okay. Okay, I got it. Easy. Oh my god, we did it. Okay. Noxious, this is a jump scare heavy stream today. We're even getting jump scared by chat. Alright, we finished the demo. Officially did hard mode. I don't think there was anything different with this one though. Hell yeah. I thought that was really cool. It definitely did feel more like a psychological horror, but that's still horror in my mind. Obviously the jump scares, I mean, come on. It was pretty scary. I think this game has so much potential though. I think it'd be really fun. I wonder how much the full game is going to expand on this. Not only in terms of like the story, like how much we're going to figure out there, but also in terms of the gameplay as well, if there's going to be anything different as we continue. Because I liked some of the randomized events that had popped in, because those were really cool. Especially when they tell you a little bit about the story or could hint at that. That's one of my favorite things in some of these games. So let's go ahead and switch over to the last demo since we officially completed that on both easy, regular, and difficult. Hell yeah. And the last one that I have for you is called Tic Tac 12 o'clock. And this one I think is going to be more traditional, like looking at the cameras. Let's see. That's loud. I turned up my volume too, though, to be able to hear the footsteps in the last one. $80 cent, hell yeah. Wibbly wobbly, it's August, but like with a scream at the start. Okay, let me explain this game to you all. It might be a little loud. Do I need to turn it down? It's loud in my ears, so I'll turn it down a little bit. Tic Tac 12 O'Clock is a survival horror game where we must stay alive for 5 nights in an abandoned Bluebird high school. Try to survive until dawn. Use security cameras to monitor corridors and rooms around you. Keep the lights on and generator charged. Don't get caught. Okay. I don't know why I picked 3 demos that felt very FNAF, because I will say it again. You know what, though? I've played a lot of them, but I'm not the most amazing in the world at these kinds of games. So we should be at least a little bit worried. Let's go ahead and play. Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's like Sunday, but not. Okay. Oh, there's also a phone number here. Oh, they also have Lord of the Flies. Do I need to write down this phone number? I don't have my notepad with me. Is this a loading screen? Oh, I have to choose the date.
I don't understand. The student missed, but police have closed the school. Well, they announced that it would be closing during the investigation. What don't you understand? If Clark misses, will the police close the bank? I think we need to seek him in the place where he could go, but not in the place where he studied. And if he really disappeared at the school? I'm sure he is. Why do you think so? The fact is that something similar has already happened. Look, I found this clipping in the city archives. It's about a mysterious incident in our school. Oh, just don't start with all this nonsense about the Indian cemetery, secret military base in the mountains, or a live car.
A live car?
What's in there, Will?
Only one voice actor?
Wow,
Is
it's
that
about the murder in our school. Where did you get this? My father. He works in the archive. Sometimes my mother takes me there after school when she hurries somewhere. There's a lot of old binders, but the oldest newspapers are in the basement. I can't go there in daytime. It's so creepy. Just look at this photo. I always knew there was something wrong with this hole. In the 70s, the building housed a high school. It was closed after the murdered student Jennifer Fox from a support group was found in the women's restroom. She was missing 2 weeks earlier. They tried to hush up a loud scandal about murder and rape, but an amateur video made by unknown persons got into the press. It was about bullying a girl. What's the connection between this unfortunate girl and the missing student? This girl, Jennifer, she disappeared and nobody could find her for 2 weeks. They were looking for her everywhere, but they found her at the school. I'm sure we can find our missing friend alive if we hurry.
Am I looking through
exactly
like
1
broken
week
glasses
left.
right now?
We? To find? Why not just tell the police?
We? To find?
Who will believe us? First, I suggest you explore the school yourself. How? The school is closed by the police. We don't have to go to school. You can get to the guard post and use the video control system to observe every corner at least all night. Didn't the police shut down the school? And even if we turn on the lights, the building will shine with windows like a Christmas tree, and any bystander will call the cops. You know, my old man in the army was a tough specialist in technology, so he helped the contractor equip our school
My
with
dad
cameras.
works at Nintendo.
The guard post has its own independent generator in the garage. It is
You guys know
just
that
enough for
joke?
dim emergency lighting and cameras, and getting to the post through the garage is a trifling matter.
It's the whole
So
idea
let's
of
do
like
it.
you're playing a
We take the
game.
walkie-talkie and split up.
No, it's a meme. It's a
Will
meme.
will steal the keys
Yeah.
to the city archives from his father tonight and go look for any mention of our school in the vault in the basement. Good. I will try to learn about other creepy stories of our school. Corey will sit in the driveway to the school on the Watch Sentinel. Right, big leader.
Big leader.
I'll infiltrate the security post and watch the school through security cameras. Jerry, you stay at the base. Coordinate our actions and supply information. Okay, I just have a couple of books about cameras and security. There was something about diesel generators in the big encyclopedia, and the computer will be at hand. Can we do it? Definitely. We'll find out what the hell is going on in this school. Or just waste a lot of time. Don't whine. If there's a chance, we should try. I think.
Very tactical for a couple of students, I know. Giovanni, welcome in. How's it going? All right, the art style's really cool so far.
Jerry,
it's like really cool.
I'm here.
I like the voice acting too.
Look around for now. Keep in touch. Welcome.
Welcome. Journal. Look around the guard post. E. Turn on the fan. Close, open the door. What are you? Okay, so we have Bluebird Middle School. That was a lot of information to take in all at once, so I'm hoping that we can just play a little bit to get to know the mechanics. So let's see. Also the flex. Yeah, my uncle was a tactical guard, so they have, for high schoolers, these guys have so much information. I don't think I can actually open any of these. This is cozy. Can I open these? I can. I don't know that there's a reason to. That's locked. I do have a flashlight. That's good to know. To Kill a Mockingbird. They've got all the classic books here. All the classic, like, high school reading books. Can I go back this way? Not used to us being able to move. I know. What was that?
It stinks. Like something died.
I do think that that was probably a mouse or a rat. Alright, so I have limited battery. That's something we need to take note of for the flashlight. So I'm not going to use it right now until we actually need to. Bluebird complains about surveillance cameras, not a stable operation of generator. During the inspection...
How are you? Did you check the video control system?
No, I'm reading.
Not everything is smart at once. Now let's see, what do we have there?
James, how's it going? Short circuits and an unstable power supply, and that was in the 1980s. Check the surveillance cameras? Okay. Bark, bark, woof. Okay, there's a couple of exits. Is it here? Insert disc into A. Damn, there's a ton of stuff here. There's the claw. Some fantasy drawings, very cool. Admin 399746. Oh, we're in. I'm a hacker. Okay, so like all of the lights are off. Except some of the internal ones. What am I looking for? Like murderers? Can I go back? Oh.
Some cameras don't have a signal, and so there is order.
Perhaps the power of the generator that Corey was talking about is not enough. This is not accurate. Take a better look at it so there is no trouble with electricity.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? They're like so specific with their voice acting, but also like not. Inspect the generator in the garage. Okay. I feel like the rats are gonna scare me at some point. Instructions for using this video surveillance system: metal roller shutters and external light, internal light, external lighting, elevator. They have a high level of charge consumption for the video surveillance and technical elevator. The arrow of the sensor indicates the temperature level of the generator, and maximum indicator of the arrow may overheat, which will entail unstable operation of the power supply. The
Apparently it's a
PSU.
generator charge indicator. I wonder how you can charge it. Looks like it needs some kind of tool.
Looks like it needs some kind of tool. I wish I could voice act like that. I can also turn on some of this stuff. Okay. You mean this tool? The gigantic wire that's going everywhere? I wish that you had unlimited flashlight for the tutorial section. Here we go. I turned a switch off. I know, but I'm wondering if you can only use a certain amount anyway. Oh my god, I'm so immersed right now. I'm kicking this guy's wrist.
There's enough charge.
Oh, so that's how you oh. Continue to monitor surveillance cameras. Do I have to log in every time? Wait, I have to log in every time?
How are you? Did you check the video control system?
I'm working on it, my man. I'm working on it. Dante, what do you say? Beauty of her face, for certain he hath seen all perfectness, who among other ladies hath seen mine. They that go with her humbly should combine to thank their God for such a peculiar grace. So perfect is the beauty of her face that it begets in no wise any sigh of envy, but draws round her a clear line of love and blessed faith and gentleness. Merely the sight of her makes all things bow. Not she herself alone is holier than all, but hers though her are raised above. From all her acts such lovely grace flow, that truly one may never think of her without passion of exceeding love. And Poe. From childhood's hour I have not been as others were, I have not seen as others saw, I could not bring my passions from a common spring.
How are you? Did you check the video control system?
I'm reading, man. From the same source I have not taken my sorrow, that I could awaken my heart of joy at the same tone, and all I loved alone, and then in my childhood, in the dawn of most stormy life, was drawn from every depth of good and ill. A mystery which reminds me still from the torrent, it's a long bit of text, or the fountain from the red cliff of the mountain, from the sun that round me rolled in its autumn tint of gold, from the lighting in the sky as it passed me flying by, from the thunder and the storm and the cloud that took the form when the rest of heaven was blue of a demon in my view. Okay. Got some Poe. First yawn. Hell yeah. We made it to the third demo at least. Okay. Some of these are too dark to see anyways. Oh, is this one new?
Did you check the video control system?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What the fuck?
The cheerleader? She's gone. Dude, you're getting haunted right now. So, she's gone. Continue to monitor this. What are you talking about? She's gone. Okay, let's try this again. Gym canteen. Damn, doctor's room. Wait. I use any other... How do I get into other... these other things? I can't get into their server. I don't know how I get into anything else. Any of these other passwords. Okay. Save the cheerleader.
Fuck it. It moves.
That's clearly a person, if not a ghost. This is a scary hallway. Maybe this one? She's gonna use her pom-poms to beat us up. Absolutely. As she should, you know? I think she's just girl bossing right now.
What the hell is this?
She's just kind of standing and staring at the camera, though. It takes so long for her to get from one place to the other. I bet she's gonna show up here next. We probably just need to play chess. She's just standing there, menacingly. Yeah, there she is.
Fuck.
Dude, it's been like 10 minutes. You can just leave if you want to. I think he's here for the ghost hunting, though. Oh, yeah, this is the hallway. Are we really waiting for her to get here before we... Uh-oh, is this gonna be one of those things where I can't use this right now? Is this the door I need to be scared of? I think we should just leave. Seven, 4, 6. Oh.
This thing is almost under the door, Jerry.
Near the front door of the button. They're lowering the metal roller shutter. Urgently close it. Faster.
Urgently close it! Faster! I kinda wanna see what happens if we just die, though. Urgently close it! At the front. Which one is the front? 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 The one I'm here? Ah. I see. Okay. Do I go back? No, I can't go back. At the front door? I did at the front door. I can't close any of these. Oh, we got a phone. The time. What the freak? All right, day
I dug around in the
2.
archive and found something. One book contained a drawing of a security seal. If we paint it on the door, then no rubbish can get into the security room.
If we paint it on the door.
It would be very helpful. This bitch almost ate me up, standing right in the doorway. I still can't figure out why she fucked up. I think it's dawn. When your scream sounded in the radio, my watch was just showing 6 in the morning. Maybe then you can coat the whole room with these symbols so that nothing will fit in? No. This seal will only work if applied to an opaque and strong barrier.
A window?
Therefore, we will not draw on the door, but on metal roller shutters that fall over the door.
Okay. So, night 2, we don't
Well,
hopefully get
Jennifer,
jump scared.
Now let's see who wins.
Okay, Jennifer. Okay, Jennifer. Alright. So I still have to watch the cams. The thing with Five Nights at Freddy's, though, is that you only needed to look at, like, one cam, realistically. I wonder if that's going to be the case with this one. Also, because we do have the generator. I wish I'd stay logged into the cameras. There's just so many cameras. Oh, some of them are new, though, now. This one's new. That one's also new. I don't think I'm going to get this right off the bat, though, if I'm being honest, guys. It feels very complicated.
Well, Jennifer, now let's see who wins.
I wouldn't act so smug right now, my dude. Do I just need to close this immediately? I can't do the exit. Well, Jennifer, now let's see who wins.
Well, Jennifer, now let's see who wins.
She does every time. Where'd you put the crank? Dude, I'm gonna die again. Just prepare yourself for a jump scare. He moved my crank. How'd she come from the top? Also, I feel like you definitely could just put this on the doors. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I have no idea what I'm doing right now.
Damn.
I don't understand. I like literally don't understand. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do pause break. I'm gonna do bathroom break, and then we'll be back. Okay. And also, I'm gonna look at the page. I'm gonna look at the Steam page to see if I'm missing. I'm assuming that I have to do the crank because the power goes out. Maybe I'm just keeping the doors down for too long. Okay, but we'll take a 5-minute breather, grab a snack, get a blanket, whatever, and then we'll be back and try this at least one more time. Okay? We gotta regroup, exactly. Okay, we'll be right back. There we go. mention of Jean-Luc Pissoir. I cannot wait to see Jean-Luc Pissoir again. Or Date Everything. He's the toilet in a game called Date Everything, if you haven't seen those streams. But he's a baddie. He's a little crapper. Cool rapping. That's what it means, crapping. Alright, let's try again. I have to figure out what the mechanics are supposed to be for this. I get the vibe that we need a crank, but I died even when I just took a break before. If I can find out where it is right at the start. I don't know if he put it in a different spot. Then I'm assuming we can do the power. Is it right here? You bitch. Alright, we'll keep it on. Toilet. Le toilette. In French, the word for shampoo is shampooing. I don't think it's pronounced that way, but it's spelled like shampooing. So, my question is, why don't we just keep the generator going and drop both of these down? You know what I'm saying? This is 5399746. I wish you could just keep this up. See, why does it log me out every single freaking time? I feel like that's going to be one of the more difficult things here. I also don't know where these doors are. I can't even be mad at her.
Well, Jennifer, now let's see who wins.
Obviously not you, dude. Obviously not you. And you moved the crank again. Again, you moved it. Aw, a cute little puppy. Security support 95552. Where is the phone, by the way? Because the phone rang before, which is what lured me back in here. It's gonna die again. Guys, it's gonna die again. Oh no! The chicken! Should we just accept our fate? I feel like there's more days to this demo, but I'm not even getting the basics of this, which is what's worrying me. Also, I wish you'd just move these chairs so that you could have easier access to the computer. It's not that much of a hindrance, but I gotta find the crank again. Is the crank... Okay, we got it. Let's try it. Just shake the rubber chicken. I don't know what the rubber chicken is for, but it's probably gonna be the, like, most important aspect of the story. So, the generator is not great in terms of power. This doesn't... My biggest thing is that this doesn't stay up on the screen, so you just can't easily access it. With how quickly she kills you, I feel like that needs to be different. See, when I go in again, it just logs me out every single time. I think it's the rat's fault. I can't do that anymore. Are you for realsies? Survive until 6 a.m. I'm just on my own now. she's coming through that door, but I have to turn up the thing. I think it's that door. Just don't shake or squeeze the rat and you'll be fine. Rat Shaker was such a interesting game. I don't know, guys.
Well, Jennifer.
I like
now
the
let's see
idea
who
of
wins.
it. It's just the fact that you have to move so... It's so difficult to do things quickly here. I do think you have time to look for this before she actually comes towards you. As long as you don't, like, waste a ton of power. I think when you lose power completely is when she just jump scares you. So I get that. My biggest thing is with the cameras. One, also because I don't know which doors go yet to which thing. I'm assuming that the one door, that's why I closed that one. That one door leads there. And also, how long do I need to know that she's there? I still have a lot of questions, which I think can come with the gameplay, but I've just died so many times that I'm losing motivation. Also, because this takes up so much power. It even tells you that it takes up power. Okay, so she's there. Where's phone guy when you need him? Exactly. Okay, let's go back. You have to crank the computer before using it. That's kind of the case, actually, for this, though. Because I'm pretty sure that the CCTV picks up power. Okay, so she comes this way. I'm pretty sure this one is the one, because if I'm facing this way and X is where I am, then that's that door and that's that door. So we can see, as long as she's not in this hallway or I guess that one. It's kind of hard to see though. But see, she's coming down here, so I know she's gonna be around one of these spots. You just gotta see where she's going. My biggest thing is having to log in every single time. I think that's really annoying. Okay, so that means she's coming to this door. I do think she is supposed to be a ghost. What? And what is that new mechanic?
Generator charge.
I haven't. She is hacking the PC, actually, I think. So when you charge the generator, it pulls the doors up? And also, why isn't this happening? Guys, I'm confused. I'm wondering if you do have to keep an eye on the PC, but that's not how PC updates work. You don't have to watch it in order for it to manifest. I heard her crying. I think I'm screwed. Do I just have to be in the same room? I don't understand. There's also phone numbers all around here. Okay, so she's going back this way.
Damn.
So you have to watch the PC while it updates. Double that. I think I would have more fun if the camera mechanic was easier to use. I'm really confused. I'm really confused about some of the mechanics. Or at the very least, some of the first
Jennifer,
nights where she
now
actually
let's
comes
see who
after
wins.
us was a bit easier. There's things I'm picking up on. Like the generator, I think you can't just sit there and continuously keep the generator going. If you do the generator, it brings the doors up. Because otherwise you'd be able to just keep the doors down and keep the generator running forever and you wouldn't ever have to look at the camera. So that makes sense. So you're gonna have to like know and watch that. But you also have to keep the generator going in between then looking at the cameras to make sure that the doors can stay down for as long as you need them to. The cameras it's really annoying to have to log in every single time. It's like really annoying. And it takes up so much time that I feel like Jennifer is just going to like straight up kill us. Doing that. So she hasn't come out of the thing yet. I do also think using the cameras takes up energy. I haven't heard any sound cues. We have the time up there, which I guess is useful. Oh, I gotta find the crank too. I don't understand why the crank needs to be in a different position every night. I suppose just to add a level of difficulty. Hey, but thank you so much for the 5 memberships. Hell yeah. I really appreciate that, and welcome to the Alien Universe. I think it didn't quite jump scare me this time, I think because I turned the volume down for this game. Which reminds me, I should probably turn it up a little bit. It was loud at the start, but if there are sound cues, it's a rave now. Yeah. Okay, I also don't understand the generator because when you fill it up this time, it only goes to 50. But then as you progress through the night, it goes up even more. So, I don't know. I'm confused by certain aspects of this. I'm also wondering if it's going to be like FNAF where you only really need to watch like 2 cameras so you don't waste power. So I think she's coming in through there. I don't know how much time I have. I guess I'm going to risk it. And put this down. Yeah, because she's right there. There's no hit at the door or anything for me to know that I'm safe, though. That's the thing. Oh, and the update that you have to stare at. If Freddy laughs at you, what sound does Jennifer make? I think she just moves in silence. Doesn't let anybody know her next move. Lena, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Maybe we do need to just play chess. Also, this hallway specifically is down, and then in this corridor, I can't see anything. So I don't know if she shows up, if it's going to be obvious. It's obviously kind of like a spot the difference thing. Also, this hallway, she could be coming into here for me to know. But like right now, she's missing, and I feel like I'm just going to die. Also, what's the point of the flashlight? Because the flashlight also drains battery. I don't know why I would need to... Maybe that's for later nights. I bet... You know what? I bet that's going to be for later nights to increase difficulty. You already missed Jennifer? You're going to see her very soon, I have a feeling. I'm trying this again to give it another chance, but I'm really getting the vibes that I'm not going to be able to complete this night. Just because there's too much that I'm confused about. And
Do not forget about the generator charge.
I'm not, bro. Bro, don't worry about it. I didn't forget about the generator charge. Jennifer is nowhere to be found. Bro, do not forget about the generator charge. It's FNAF on steroids, basically. I also don't understand this door yet, but I have a feeling that's gonna come later. In later nights. A lot of the stuff that is outstanding, I'm just assuming is gonna be later mechanics. Also, is there a way? There's not a way for me to quickly go through here. I just have to click them myself. Okay, so Jennifer is back. I guess I'll just keep this up here. Being chased by giant scissors somewhere. That is true. One of these times, I'm gonna be taking too long to log in, and she's just gonna jump scare me. Does that mean she's close? But again, there's no sound or anything to indicate that she's taken care of. I guess I'll just give it 1, 2, 3. Oh, I've almost made it actually. 4, 5. Not the stupid update. What is this, by the way? I don't... It just means you can't look at the cameras, but... Here for the horror. This has been a very jump scare heavy and scream heavy stream today, so you're definitely in for it. 399. Is that just scary ambiance, or is that telling me something about... I literally can't tell where she is most of the time. I don't know if she's gonna be more hidden in certain areas. This is the most important one. On the other side, I literally don't know if she's here. I guess I'll just close it for a second. Because why not? But even if she was there, there's no way, there's no sound cue. And then why does it... Oh, is it that I don't open the doors before? I'll take it. I'll take it. The rats are very active. I think the rats are her CCTV. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have 5 full days, and then Saturday is like a bonus night for this. I'm glad that we actually finished the demo. I was worried that we weren't gonna be able to finish this one today. I'm just gonna close out of this really quick. There's aspects of this that I like because you have like the 3D Five Nights at Freddy's thing. I'm worried for later nights. I got a hold of the mechanics here. I'm worried for later nights having to log in all the time. I don't know, that it's gonna be really difficult. I was starting to memorize the code, so that wasn't too bad. But then what is all the other stuff on the computer for? Because I looked through it and it didn't seem like there was anything else you could unlock at this time. Also, we have this phone number and I couldn't interact with the phone at all, so I couldn't call. And those all could be things that are implemented in the full game, because we always have to remember that this is, a demo. I think I got the idea of the mechanics later on. I guess it's just for me, if the difficulty level increases in later nights, it's gonna be difficult. I think this game is gonna be difficult then at that point, because you have the 3D aspect where not only do you have to waste time moving around the environment, but then you also have no sound cue if Jennifer is there or gone, that I heard at least. Nothing obvious. And then having to log into the CCTV every time was the most annoying part for me. Just because I'm so worried that, okay, are you not going to be able to see her then immediately? There's not like a quick way to check, like with FNAF. It's like I was talking about in the earlier part of the stream, is that a lot of times with those types of mechanics where, you know, you're opening doors, closing them, and watching and trying to do that, is like you get into this rhythm while you do it. And it was hard to get into a rhythm with this one. But I did think it was fun. The styling of it, the comic book styling, was really cool at the start. And I thought the voice acting was cool. At times it was hard to follow, I think, some of the instructions, which is probably where I got lost with the way that they were written. But I think it still has a lot of potential. I'm going to keep my eye on this one. The music is a W2. I know, it's got the, I think because they're going for the 80s vibe, like the 80s killer cheerleader thing. So they've got the synth going on in the background. But I thought it was pretty cool. The name Jennifer, too, I feel like is just a very... Is that an 80s name, canonically? Or, like, actually in the world? I feel like it's a common name for a lot of, like, 80s style sort of things. Alright, let's go ahead and exit. Yes, I am sure. Because we're towards the end of stream. I'm gonna go up here. So, I appreciate you guys being patient with me this week. We only had one stream this week, but that is okay. Next week, we should be back to normal, and if there's any other changes, then it'll be on the community tab. I try to post both on the community tab and on the Discord. So if there's any changes to the schedule, but it should be back to normal after this. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, if you're new here. And yeah, we had a lot of screams today. There's also been a couple games that have come out in the past couple days, which I'm really excited to get out to you guys. I don't know, I'm trying to decide which ones are like for stream and which ones are going to be for videos, but either way, they should be rolling out in the next couple of days. I want to say a huge thank you to Adam for the 20 earlier in stream. Left for 20 for the for the jump scare as well for the 2 and the 5 memberships. I think the 5 memberships were also the distraction during that one game, but I really appreciate it and it was a very fun moment. And Neva for the 5 memberships there at the very end and for being here for the scares. So I appreciate you guys so much. I think on that note, I'm going to go ahead and say farewell, friends. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, we're not alone out there, and I will see you guys in the next stream. So yeah. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. It's time for the endless bye-byes. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.